Hey guys, welcome back to Charlie and me, our camping vlog, the van build project 2 Overlander, with thanks to our friends at Gary's Glue, garysglue.ie, our sponsors of the van build project 2 Overland build. Today, it arrived in the post. I couldn't get a snorkel for this. Now, a snorkel is an intake unit that goes here, that usually comes up along here, and it allows you to go deep underwater and keeps air out of the engine. I don't think this will ever see off-road deep enough to need a snorkel, but it's part of the look of an Overlander. I searched for weeks upon end, every day for weeks. I got in touch with Rover themselves. They don't make them for the sport. They make them for the Discoveries, every model of Discoveries, right back to the very first Discovery. But they don't make one. Seemingly, the sport isn't something that goes overlanding, off-road that often. That's what the guy in Rover told me. In fact, I got the last roof rack for one of these in the UK. Then I got in touch with a company, how I don't know, but I came across a company in the UK that actually did a kit for the sport and for the Discovery. So my friend Ross wanted one, so we bought one for his Discovery. And this arrived for the sport. So let's take a look at what's in this. I haven't opened it yet. I've left my knife at home, so we're going to have to just use a bare blade. I brought my knife home to put up the Christmas decorations because it's that time of the year. When we were recording this, I actually don't know what date today is. That's a big piece of kit. Okay, let's take a look. It bothers me that there's no instructions, so one must assume that it's a pretty easy fit. That looks like the bit that might go over that. There's got to be more in that box down the bottom. Oops. Here. Lots of bits rolling around in here. Oh. That's obviously the bit that goes over there. Fitting paraphernalia. How did I get that in there? Let's just give me a minute and I'll get back to you when I take a look at this. Now I know from YouTube videos that this here gently won't be going back on. There'll be a bit of Gary's glue to fit that back off on if I need to. That goes on there. Then you get this bracket which seems to fit in round about there, and you got to drill a few holes. Okay, let me take a look at this and I'll get back to you. Okay, so no instructions came, and I got on to Richard in the UK and he's going to send me a PDF file, but I don't have time to go home and get an email. Do you remember when I was doing the camper's kitchen, my buddy Pa came out, and in fairness, he figured it out that I had done things upside down and backwards. Well, hang it, I'll just turn this camera for a second and show you what he has managed to do. Hang on a second. So the kit comes with this plate, which has to be fitted to here, and that goes over that hole. It comes with another plate that goes on this end, which takes the snorkel, which goes up on the top end. That's my buddy Pa. Pa is just, he likes to break things and fix them again. So he just happened to be walking past, and I said, Pa, I'm in trouble. Here's what we've done. That is fitted, and Pa is now going to show you. These two slots slip in there, but because it's not a Rover part, they take a bit of fecklin. So watch this, we're going to fit this in. It just takes a little bit of fecklin to fit it in. But this is a complete snorkel kit that actually works. Now that goes in there. Now that top bracket I showed you needs to get drilled in there, and then the snorkel piece goes on the top like so, and then I have a grill that goes on the other side. But that will look brilliant. Now, here's the problem I'm having. I need to drill 2 screw holes in there, which take this from the inside. Now, Pa has a friend who has a tool that will actually help you drill these that you don't need to be able to get to the inside. So he's going to give that chap a buzz and borrow that. But I'm sure you'll agree, yeah, it's plastic looking, but they are. And it's not a real Rover thing, but it still has a good look about it. So I have to drill 1 more screw hole just to hold the bracket in, and then that top piece is held on with 3 screws, and then I'll come back and I'll get the piece to put in there, and everything will be hunky-dory. Because that chap helped me out, Pa. Thank you very much. Well, guys, some time has passed since I spoke to you last about putting the snorkel kit onto the Jeep. I had to get a tool that would allow me to drill a hole, which was a drill obviously, put these into the wing and then crimp them so they stay in the wing. So I had to borrow this. My mate Pa, who was on the video earlier, knew somebody who had one, but he had broken it. And then Anthony, the mechanic here out in the yard, knew somebody who had one, and he dropped it out to me this morning. So basically, I've got to drill a hole that will take this, which is this, and then I crimp it so that stays in the wing of the Jeep. So that's what I'm going to do now. I hope. I hate drilling and cutting into vehicles. There's another hole that I've got those 2 screws in. There's 1 more screw, and I'll see if I can show you here, to hold this in there. So I'm after drilling that. I had to take off the side skirt here. I had to get new clips for it. I'm after drilling it, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not very confident. I am very confident because it's working. This holds the whole top on, and then there's 3 screws that hold this. Well, let me just put that in there. I threw in a dollop of Gary's glue in on the inside of this, just to kind of seal around the inside of that hole, because when I took this piece of plastic spoiler off, it was pretty wet down there. So I just said I'd put it in glue. Right, I've just got to get a top and put it on here. I had to get a drill and drill this hole out just a little bit because it wasn't lining up. And you know what? It's still not lining up. I think this is the thing when you buy, oh, there we go, spurious parts that they don't always line up where they're supposed to. I think there's 1 more. Yeah, I just got to move this camera because I got to get into the door to get 1 more in there. Okay, I'll just get this last one up in here. Sorry. Tighten this one up. Tighten this one up. And there we go. I love it. I really think it gives it the off-road look, and it was a necessity, and I was annoyed that I actually couldn't get the kit. But now I've got the kit and it looks well. I like that grill area as well. So there we have it. Snorkel needs a bit of a wipe of a cloth, but apart from that, I think it's an improvement. I think it's going to help with the looks of things. The delay I'm having whilst cutting this, I think today is the 29th of November. I'm still waiting for the brackets to be made for the solar, and once that goes on, I can start the wiring inside. Right, another job done on the van build, project 2, Overlander, with thanks to our friends at Gary's Glue. GarysGlue.ie, by the way, in the new year will have their high-tack adhesive, which is now available in white. In the new year of 2022, it'll be available in clear and black, and I'll keep you updated on the availability of that as it becomes available. From me, Aaron, from Charlie and HYMER Camping Vlog, have an absolute brilliant day, and join me again for another video in the build series, the Van Build Project 2 Overlander, with thanks, as I say, to Gary's Glue.